Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try the run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Longo. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Vic. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Looking down the middle. It's complete. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
And the Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Under fire. Makes the grab on the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jolly. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Off the play fake on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with him. Someone's got to go down the boundary. Someone's got to come back to the quarterback and give him a place to go with the ball.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Zips it out to his man. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Rush is on him. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Big guy smells it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Rides to back and leaves it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the single back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Jackrabbit.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Finding an escape route. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll send the back in motion. Slithers into space. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Find some fresh air. Done enough for the first down. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined. When the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Dropping back, it's Longo. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Back to pass on second down. Gets rid of it. Got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He wants to throw it again. Got his man. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Dropping back, it's Longo. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the 1st down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Extending the play. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down. Has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Wide open downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Aggies. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Pittsburgh. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver going in motion. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Rice. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, it's third and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll give it to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw at Sampson. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Okay, break. Set, what? They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To throw, it's Sampson. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. And they'll mark the spot on this one just outside the 40-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though.
Turning it on! Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Let's go. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Now the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
The Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He makes the grab. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Longo. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Quarterback making checks. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. At the 45, on his way. Turning on the Jets. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Kent State has been blitzed from the opening kick. And as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to UMass. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go right back to him. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for a man. It's Longo. It's complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. They're working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it? himself.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution, dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
He'll pull it down, headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Sampson. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Austin. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Uncorks it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that. Hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. He'll start this drive going to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Steps away. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
On the run, fires downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Sampson. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Makes a grab deep. Touchdown, Ole Miss! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So first down, we'll open up the final period. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets a block. Touchdown, Rebels! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
Kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
To the air, it's Longo. Here comes the heat. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it out fast. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Bring in the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellington. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Back to throw. It's Longo. He's got his man. Makes the grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Texas A&M going quickly. Gonna look downfield again. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
looking to throw on third. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And that was a bit of an ugly kick, but it was effective enough to somehow sneak into the left corner. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball and score.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Aggies with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Power football with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UMass. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Sampson. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And